Hello all my beautiful sisters from those other misters, welcome back to my channel. I'm doing something that I've never done before. This is going to be what a year of my makeup empties looks like. So last year, whenever I had makeup empties, I hoarded them away like a strange person. I put them all in a drawer, and now I'm filming this video to show you what a year of makeup, fragrance, there's even some nail polishes in here. I've got lashes, beauty sponges, stuff like that, even lip balms. So I'm going to lay this stuff out and we'll take a look at what it looks like, a year of makeup empties. Alright, so here I have my base stuff. So I've got two primers, foundations, concealers and colour correctors over there. I have powders here and then finishing sprays. So let's start down here. I finished one full-size primer. It's the Rimmel Stay Matte Primer, and I finished that early in the year. And I've got to say, primer, and this has been going on in my life for probably a few years now. Primer is just not my jam. There's not many that I feel are necessary. I don't feel like they do much. There is something, this Smashbox one, which I'll talk about. Arguably, you could call that a primer as well. I'll talk about that. I love it. But most primers I just don't really care for, and I'm trying to slowly work them out of my life. There were a few that I decluttered last year, which is great. But yeah, primer and I, we just don't really have a great relationship. I feel like it's a pointless one. Foundation. Oh my God, actual God. So a few of these, like these weren't all full. Most of them I had used and been working on. So I'm not overly surprised to see them all here. These two are darkening and lightening drops from Ultra 3. So I just sort of put them in that category. I really like these, but I do have to be like honest and transparent about it. I didn't technically finish these up. They kind of dried up and I used as much as I could, but I really like them. I just don't think these like dropper things are suitable for products like this because it allows air to get in and they dry up. The rest of the foundations, so what have I got here? 3, 6, 8. 8 foundations. That's pretty good. That gives me hope that this year I will be able to whittle down my foundation collection even more. And if that's the case, I just know, like, maybe don't buy more than 2 or 3 foundations in 2020. So, you know, that's great. Really happy with that. Everything that's here, I either already own or I would buy again, except for the Milani Conceal and Perfect foundation. That wasn't really my jam. The Too Faced Peach Perfect Comfort Matte Foundation, also not my jam. But I have backups of Pro Glow. I have a backup of the Lancome Tint Idol Ultra Wear. I still have some Luminous Silk foundations. The Power Fabric is a great foundation, not suitable for me on its own, with my skin being drier now. To be honest, I would actually buy a bottle of this just to mix it with the rest of my Luminous Silk foundations from Giorgio Armani on the days when I want a little bit extra coverage. So while I don't own this and I'm not going to run out to buy it and replace it, I would consider it. And this one is the Shuamora Petal Skin Cushion Foundation. I have another one of these, and look, this on dry skin is just outstanding. I wish that they would put this formula in a bottle. Oh, look, we have a cat. I wish I would put this formula in a bottle because I just go through the cushions, like you use them up so quickly. Now, they do have a petal skin foundation in a bottle, but it's more suitable for people with oily skin. It's not the same formula, and I do have it. but they're different. I want whatever is in this cushion, this exact formula, in a bottle, and I want about 80 litres of it because it's phenomenal. Let's go up to concealer. This is surprising for me. I do have a color corrector here. It's the Maybelline Master Camo color corrector pen in green. I love that. It's so, so good. And because like it's not particularly cheap here in Australia, but if you can get it at like 40 or 50% off at Chemist Warehouse or Priceline, it is like, I don't see the point in bothering trying anything else because for me, it's outstanding. And did I mention I bought another one of these to replace it. The two concealers, I've got the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer and the Maybelline Master Concealer. The Master Concealer, I wouldn't buy again. It's not my fave. But the Fit Me, oh my God, I love Fit Me. It's so good. I believe I have a tube, but it's like my summer color. So I kind of struggle to use it. But I love, love, love that concealer. I will say with that particular category, I am surprised that I didn't use more concealers. I'm surprised that I only used 2. This one was really full when I started it. It probably had less than a handful of uses. But the Maybelline one, that had been well loved prior to putting it into the project. Then we look at powders. So I have 5 traditional powders here, and then I have the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Wardrobe. You could argue that this would be like a highlighting palette because that's how I personally used it. But look, I just put it in with powders because I actually don't think I have any other highlighters. So, you know, that can go in there. I don't know how I feel about, okay, I've got feelings about this category. So the Stay Matte, not suitable for my skin anymore. I have a couple of these in my stash, and I want to finish them, but I don't think I would buy that one anymore because my skin is like, it's different now. The Fresh and Flawless, this is in natural. I can't remember because I panned this and I can't remember if I said like I wouldn't buy it again because it didn't get along with my skin, but like the Stay Matte, I have a bunch in my stash still, and I pulled one out, a brand new one the other day. And I think I put it in my project pan if I'm remembering correctly, and I used it and I loved it. So I don't know, maybe it was just a Stay Matte that I was like, nope, don't ever buy that again. But the Fresh and Flawless from Australis, fucking good powder. I enjoyed it. The e.l.f. translucent powder, I didn't like that. It's like a silica powder and they're not my fave. The Becca Hydra Mist Set and Refresh powder, that was okay, but I wouldn't buy it again because, you know, it's a little bit pricey and I go through powders so quickly. And the Ben 9 Neutral Set Colorless Face Powder, I wouldn't buy that again either. It's just like, I didn't really care for it. It's really basic. It just doesn't really do anything for me like it sets my foundation, which is generally what I use a powder for. But I feel like I prefer to buy this. I prefer to buy the Australis again, or even the Becca. And like the Becca is expensive, so it's off the cards essentially. Then we get into setting mists. I'm going to say, I'm really surprised that I didn't use more setting mists in 2019. What was I even doing with my life? Good question. So I've got a deluxe size of the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. Love this. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. I have a whole bunch of the scented ones and I adore them and I want to get more use out of them this year, but I have a drawer full of setting sprays and face mists. 2019 was a year of Hayley going crazy for face mists and I just collected so many of them. So I really want to try and focus on whittling that down this year. The MAC Fix Plus in Pink Light. I like the juice. I don't like the shimmer. Wasn't my jam. I removed the shimmer and then finished it up. But I love Fix Plus. It's fab. Then there was the Mecca All Set Makeup Perfecting Mist. This was nice enough as well. I didn't mind it. It's just like a deluxe size of it, like a deluxe travel size. I don't think I would like repurchase that one again, but often Mecca do like birthday gifts, or sometimes they even have like special promotion gift with purchases, and if I got one, I would happily use it. Okay, I have to actually zoom out because there is a lot going on here, and the majority of it is false eyelashes. So I'm actually gonna I might even just start there. Okay, so 2019 was the year of me moving into this particular room for a filming space. Hello, sir. Yes, sir. Of course. Don't you knock over that light. No, don't. It's not giving you a pat. Don't rub on it. Good boy. Okay, so 2019, the year I moved into this room, I got to really like sort out my makeup and like just get things looking good and schmick and organized. And I realized how many false lashes I had, and I made it a goal to like work through them and not buy any lashes. So I'm pretty sure I made it through the whole year without buying a single pair of lashes. And all I wanted to do was buy a specific pair that were like my all-time favorite. I don't even know, do I have a box of them here? No, I don't. So anyway, I wanted to work on my lashes and I did it. I'm really impressed with how well I did. I did declutter some as well, and I still have quite a few eyelashes. Like honestly, I could probably make it through the whole of 2020 without buying more lashes. So yeah, I'm going to see how I go with that. I really have my eye on these. What are they? I think they're the, I can't even remember the brand. I only recognize them by like the look. You can't go outside. No, sir. So I only recognize these lashes by like visual when I'm in store. So anyway, I did good with lashes. How many packets? 1, 2, 3, 4. Far out. 22 packets of lashes. Oh my God. Some were multi-packs, but there were like casualties along the lines and stuff like that. So, you know, I wasn't too fussy about getting, 20 wears out of each pair of lash or pair of lashes. So there we go. Kitten, you cannot go. Sir, you are going to upset people with your meowing. All right, let's get into the makeup. So I have one blush here. It is a mini. It is the smallest blush ever. It's the Balm Hot Mama blush. I fucking love this blush. It's gorgeous. These are 2 bronzers. So this is one that came out of a palette. I think it was either a Tarte or a Too Faced palette, something like that. Then I have the Thin Lizzy 6-in-1 Professional Powder. I loved this. I absolutely adored it as a bronzer. I thought it was perfect. This is an eyeshadow. It's an Inglot 328 eyeshadow. So that was the one eyeshadow that I used up in 2019. For brows, I have 3 products. I have the Goof Proof Brow Pencil from Benefit. That took forever to use up. I have a Sigma Fill and Blend Brow Pencil in the shade Light. That was easy to power through. And I have the K Palette Lasting Eyebrow Tint One Day Tattoo. That's a pretty cool product for like sort of doing a little bit longer term brow work because it tints the skin underneath. Would I buy any? Look, I probably would. The cat is trying to like get the camera. What you doing? He wants attention. You're the worst. You are the best and the worst. I would probably look. The Sigma I really, really, really enjoyed, but I don't know if I would actually like go out and purchase it. I got a lot of brow products, guys. I really don't need to buy more. Then we get into eyeliners. So I've got 2 pencil liners here. This was a Flormar Ultra Copper eye pencil. You can see like that one, she's done. And then I have a Flormar Ultra Black. This one I considered done, even though there's still product, because, excuse me, you're blocking the light, sir. Okay, we continue. Cat interruptions or not. So this one went into my empties while it still has a fair amount of product because I worked my ass on this one, but it felt like it was like drying up and getting a bit tuggy. I can get product off, but when I'm like tight lining or something like that and it's sort of dragging along the skin, I'm not super comfortable with it. So I considered that one an empty because I worked on that really hard. Then I have pen eyeliners. So I think I have 2 black and 3 colored. Yes. So I've got the Shuamura water paint, what are they called? Water paint ink eyeliners. I've got, Odin, what are you doing? This one for you? You like red and blue. Okay, good to know. So these are gorgeous. And I'd had them for a while, so I put them in my project pan because I was like, I need to finish them up before they dry out. And I did do that. That was fairly easy to do. When I first got these, I used them very, very heavily. So once I put them in my project pan, they're pretty easy to use up. And for my pen liners, I have the Biba Last Pen Eyeliner. This is a brush tip that just got a bit dry and weird at the end of the tip. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but the hairs, they didn't splay, but they kind of flattened out and got a bit strange and difficult to use. So that one done. Also, no good if you can only do one eye and not the other. Then I have the One Day Tattoo Real Strong Eyeliner. These are great. This is another brush one. I don't think these are the blackest eyeliners. And I don't know, again, if you'll be able to see, but there's like a splayed hair there. And also it got to the point where it's like, you can only do one eye, but not the other. I liked both of them. I would probably buy the One Day Tattoo one again. The Biba one, because the brush sort of went a bit balked, I probably wouldn't bother picking that up again. But I actually have this in a bunch of different colors as well. So hopefully I'll get some use out of them in 2020. Mascaras, I have 4 full-size mascaras, 2 minis. Absolute, like, dead-ass favorites. Hourglass Caution Extreme Lash Mascara and the Benefit Roller Lash. The others are, like, they're okay, but they just weren't really my vibe. I've got the Colourpop Volumizing Mascara, Essence You Better Work, and the Super Curl. And, sir, you can't go out there. And then I have the Ciate Wonder Wand Mascara, which I'm not really a fan of. All right, last lot. So this is sort of general stuff. Lips, fragrance, nails, tools. So lip balm is where I always excel in this category. These guys I really love. They're the Revlon Kiss Balms. If you can find a color that you enjoy, my God, they're so good. This, I think it's apricot, peach, juicy peach. Peach was my favorite. They do leave a tint on the skin or on the lips. So like if you like pink, red, purple, whatever. But the apricot one was my fave. Okay, you can go out. Fine. Okay, no more crying cat. Poor little guy. He so desperately wanted to go outside and have adventures. Then I've got the EOS lip balm. I think this was like a peppermint one, I think. Yes, so that was a peppermint one. I didn't dig into it. It's actually choc mint. I have the Sephora Watermelon lip balm. I liked that. There's a Burt's Bees Acai Berry. There's a Pink Lemonade lip balm by Jam and Bread. I have a Bubble Yum, like bubblegum lip balm. And a DHC lip cream. Love them. Ulta Beauty Watermelon lip jelly and the Flesh eye and cheek gloss. I was never going to use it on my eyes or my cheeks because yucky. Used it on my lips. Loved it. Good stuff. Then I have 2 lip scrubs. I was trying to work through my lip scrubs last year. Santa Baby from Lush was the first one that I used up. And then I think I ended up decluttering 1 or 2 that I was trying to use up but hating. I also finished the Ulta Beauty Watermelon Slushy Scrub. And then after that, a few more I decluttered. So I've discovered that the type of lip scrub that I like is this sort of Lush type where it's a drier formula and just a lot of sugar. Whereas the sort of liquidy ones or the ones in a balm stick, I don't like them. I don't think they're really that effective. Coloured lip products. I'm so bad at coloured lip products. Essentially what I have here is an ultra satin lip followed by 2 sheer glossy products. So I have the MAC Innocent Paint and Polish Lip Pencil. This was just a mini as well, so you can see it's like a pale nude. And then I had the Pixie, what are you? Lip Lift Max in Honey Sheen. They're gorgeous. I love them. And I also have a NARS Power Matte Lip Pigment sample. So lip products are my nemesis unless it's like lip balms and lip glosses. I can use a billion of them, but I can use only like 1 coloured product a year. So there we go. Lip liners. So I have the Bare Minerals Marvelous Moxie lip liner here. That was a beautiful colour. I don't think they make these anymore, or they've like reformulated, repackaged, whatever. This is in the shade Exhilarated, and I also have the MAC lip pencil in Boldly Bare. This was starting to get really dry and like tugging on my lips, so I considered that one done. I like them both. I'd buy them both again. Perfumes. Yeah, I feel like I did finish a full-size perfume last year, but potentially not. There might have been some things that slipped through the cracks that I like threw away when they were empties, but mostly I have minis here. This one was a full size. It was a vanilla fragrance oil. I had samples of Juicy Couture, Viva La Juicy Noir. There's Narciso Rodriguez Narciso. I have a little replica Whispers in the Library, and I have Viva La Juicy. I think it's Bow Delicious or Bow Delicious or some shit like that, some stupid ass name. Yeah, so there we go. I've still got one of these in my stash. Nails. So something I was very proud of was finishing this guy. This is the Soak Off Bonding Gel Gloss Base Coat from Artistic. This is like a gel, like one that you cure under a lamp base coat. I've been working on it for a really long time, but I finished that one. I had the Opalac mauve nude shade, and this, like, I have been using this for years, but it's kind of like thickened up and gone a bit strange. So because I've been working on it for so long, I was like, screw that, I'm considering it done. I'm not just throwing that out. I'm considering that an empty. That is something that I did that was a goal. Then I have the Nutrinail Growth Formula. Wasn't super into this. I didn't feel like it was very effective. And the rest were coloured nail polishes. So I have 4 that are like minis from OPI. And this one was a Korean brand. I can't remember what it is. And then I have a full-size LA Colors Colour Craze nail polish in Cocktail. And then I have 2 sponges, which I considered done. I feel like this was an Ella sponge, a pink one. You can see, like, I use this to its actual death. So, you know, there's that. And this one was from Real Techniques. I think there were 1 or 2 sponges that I threw away as well. So there we go. Guys, I finished a total of 96 products. That is just, I want it to be over 100, but 96 is good. 96 is very good. So I'm thinking what I might do this year again is hold on to my makeup empties and see if I can improve my numbers next year. Now I have like a little baseline of how much I've been using up. The lashes really blew this out though, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to match that in 2020. Maybe I can with lip balms, to be fair, because I use a lot of them. I have about 6 lip balms on the go and probably like 3 lip glosses because I like both for rehydrating my lips. So, you know, I can probably finish a lot of them this year, and probably a lot more of my stash as well. So maybe next year, if I do this, where I'm lacking in lashes, I can make up for with lip balms and lip glosses. So we'll see how we go. But I am happy looking at all of this stuff to know that I actually used it. Like, I actually used it, I finished it up, or I got it as close as I could before it, like, shat itself. I'm really happy with that. And also it shows me, like, if I did whittle my collection down to the point where I only had, like, okay, like, this is probably wishful thinking, but if I whittled it down to, like, where I only had 2 or 3 foundations, I can most likely buy a couple of foundations throughout the year to try and be confident that I can finish them up. Same thing with, like, powders, face mists, things like that. So I think this was pretty interesting for me to be able to look back on what I used over a year, and I think I'll continue to do it because, yeah, I think this area, particularly like the face and face products, that was very interesting. Seeing the lip balms, like, I knew I used a lot of lip balms, but wow, I didn't realize it was quite that many. So yeah, I'm happy with this. This was a very satisfactory video for me to film. Let me know if you guys keep track of what you use up over the year, and if you've got, like, some numbers that you want to share, or some, like, if you know that you used up, I don't know, 10 foundations, or you only used 1 powder in the whole year, or like me, you didn't finish a single highlighter. Arguably, I use that as a highlighter, but, you know, technically it's a powder. Yeah, let me know, like, let me know some of your little, like, makeup use up facts. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one. Love you. Bye.